fine, but it can very easily not be okay.
Yes.
So just pay attention.
Pay attention, especially like you said, if you're starting your fireplace for the first time and you just want to make sure that fluid is good. Yes, good to go. Because we're getting into that time of year. Now, this is an early cold snap, and for us, we're going to warm up a lot. This is our coldest morning of the next 9 by far, and right now there are no more 20s showing back up for Oklahoma City, but we did bottom out at 28 at Will Rogers. The record for the date is 25, set back in 1917, so we didn't break the record, but this is the coldest temperature in Oklahoma City we have had since March 12th. It's been a long time, and it's actually the coldest that we've been this early in the season since 2000. You've got to look back to the fall of 2000, 22 years ago, to get this cold this early. Typically, this is how we see temperatures for mornings in January. Now, across the state, I've highlighted every area that had a hard freeze, and you notice that as much of central, northern, all of eastern Oklahoma, hard killing freeze teens. The coldest temperature 17. That was in Nowata and Copan this morning. We had hard freezes across the northwest, southwestern Oklahoma. Some areas dipped down to 32 for a while, but it was not a hard killing freeze for the southwest. This is record cold for Louisiana, for Mississippi, for Alabama. We broke a lot of records in northern Oklahoma, and we'll be updating that throughout the day today, let you know where those records fell, and could be record-setting cold for Florida as well. And just to zoom in, there's a winter storm ongoing. Winter storm watches in effect for Ohio, for Pennsylvania, for accumulating snow. Now, we're already warming back up. We're above freezing. We only dipped down below freezing for just a couple hours in Oklahoma City. 37 is our current temperature. We're at 35 in Stillwater, 34 in Chandler, still holding on to freezing in Bristow, 39 in Shawnee, 42 in Hinton, 42 in Clinton as well. Mid-40s versus the low 30s in the Northeast, a slower warm-up for sure. As we go through the day, 52 at noon, 64 for a high with sunny skies, and that's southwest breeze. So temperatures 50s, 60s, and 70s. We'll see mid-upper 70s today in the Northwest. And another weak cold front, it's kind of a wind shift that will move through. That will give us a northerly breeze coming up for tomorrow. And I had to show you this. This is the current temps across the country, 20s and 30s. And if you go up to the north, up into Canada, yes, we're about the same as northern Canada, and we are also about the same as Alaska. Oklahoma City this morning was much colder than Anchorage, Alaska to start off the day. Not supposed to be this cold this early, okay? As we see this system start to erode away, we will start to warm back up. A ridge builds in. We heat it up. We're talking 70s turning to 80s and eventually some 90s in Oklahoma heading into your Saturday. Sunday will be a warm day, but we do cool it off late. Another system approaches, giving us a cold front, and we're watching two storms. One will pass to the north, one will pass to the south. And the question is, how much moisture do we have across Oklahoma? How much energy and lift with the system will we see? Some data suggests we get some good rain out of this across portions of the state, and some data suggests the best rain chances are off to the east. We'll keep you updated. It's still a ways away, and anyone that sees rain opportunities will have a chance for some of those storms to produce some wind and hail, and then we cool it right back off at the end of next week. So tonight, we're back into the 30s, the 40s. The air is still very dry. I don't think we'll see much frost tonight, but you may still want to keep things covered up from Ponca City all the way back over to Miami. Otherwise, upper 30s, low 40s to start off your Thursday. Thursday afternoon, here's that north breeze. Temperatures in the upper 70s, a few 80s in the southwest. And then Friday, mid 80s. Upper 80s in far southwestern Oklahoma. South winds well above average. Average for late October is 71 degrees. Yeah, we're not going to see that. We're above average on Sunday as well, 83. Look at the lows. We go from the 20s to the 40s, 50s, and then 60s. Here comes the next rain opportunity. Right now, it's about a 30% chance on Monday. Best chance will be in southern and southeastern Oklahoma with a severe threat. Then we're in the 70s, highs back down into the 60s by midweek next week. That's your full forecast. Back to you guys.